I'm recording now. There will be no Japanese.
All right. So, let's actually start this off with the D8.
Oh my god.
I think.
Oh, I guess that's valid, actually.
Yeah.
I guess that technically would have to be.
Gives Neo time to
So-
mentally plan.
Roll
Well,
a D8.
also, because if it's one of you two who finds me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That took a long time for it
5.
to go through.
Interesting. All right. So we start with vigor.
Wow.
Okay. Alrighty.
So, last you left off, you had a bit of a fight with Ariana. She disappeared, and you parted ways awkwardly with O'Malley. Went back to your apartment, just kind of think things over. What's going on? It's the next day.
Okay, so also I went and I established that fight club that night.
Yeah, you did.
So I mean, I said it off recording, but hey, say it again now, so it's on in the thing. But I do kind of, in and out of character, regret going that far. That was not kind of an angle I think I want it to really go down, and neither does Vigor. So Vigor thinks he's in at least a little in the wrong.
Right.
He doesn't want anything to do with the clay personally, but he also kind of puts together Ariana as a point. It's going to exist no matter what. It's just, yeah. So Vigor, he's kind of doing this retroactively in his head, thinking that making the Fight Club basically something of an apology gift to Ariana and to the gang, and to show, like, I'm still in this.
Oh.
So that's the Vigor's thought process right now, is that wasn't my intention when I got this Fight Club, but hey, that could be something.
That's it. All right, that's interesting. Well, do you have anything you want to do in the morning?
Well, yeah, Vigor realizes, okay, so Ariana's not here, so he's gonna hit the town and go looking for her. I think first he maybe stops by Lonely Pigeon, sees she's not in, and then, go, like, yeah, probably say he actually misses the morning jog this time, just because of the events of yesterday, and...
Okay, but you do go to stop by Lonely Pigeon, then?
I do. That was, like, my first thing to see if Ariana went there and went to work.
So, when you get there, Davros asks, sees, oh, you're back.
Yeah, job done.
Alright. Where's, Ariana?
That's why I'm here. I'm looking for her.
Huh. Did she make it? She fucking die or something?
I mean, if she did, I wouldn't be looking for her. I'd be telling you she's dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you find her, tell her to hit me up.
I will.
Right. Yeah, that's basically all.
Wow, he really does have no
Vigor actually
people skills.
before Vigor leaves, this is something, this won't make sense now, but this is covering for something that might happen later in the session. Also, to kind of confirm something with you, Neo, it's like, so Davros was the one who gave Ariana the shell, right?
Yeah, the conch. The magic conch.
Yeah. Vigor does say, as he leaves, by the way, I'm sorry about something. You'll understand later. Yeah. That is Vigor covering his ass for something later.
Yeah, so you just leave as he just goes,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I gotcha.
After Snake leaves, Davros is like, oh, thank God, I don't have to interact with him anymore. Back to my basement.
Okay, anything else?
Yeah, I guess if Ariana's not there, then Vigor goes looking for her.
That makes sense. Alright, roll me a wisdom check.
Now, I know I might be reaching here. I want to take a +1 on the basis that she's wound up in a drug den before.
We don't know if that's where I currently am, but no, yeah, that's...
Yeah, you can take a +1.
You can yay or nay that. Okay, alright.
You can take a +1.
Not that it helps.
Ouch. Well,
Vigor tries to think, but thinking is hard.
What would happen if he completely failed that check, but I also rolled to land on Vigor?
that'd be interesting.
Ariana's just
So,
not found.
anything else?
Oh, I mean, with that, if I can't find Haryana, you know what? I don't know if this is the wise thing to do, but alright. No, yeah, this is how Vigor's gonna go about it. So, Vigor's like, okay, I can't find her. That's concerning. Might have blown up. I go and I go to the Fight Club, and I'm gonna ask them to basically keep an eye out. You know, it's basically go around, like, check, knock on a few doors, make sure she's alright.
Okay, so what I'll do for you is I'll actually let you re-roll the Find Ariana roll if you succeed on a Charisma roll with the Fight Club.
Alright then.
Yeah. So roll Charisma.
As
7.
Vigor walks in.
Yeah. You can roll Wisdom again.
Alright.
Boss!
Ooh, just made it.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
These aren't finding people, but you know, they found. They're
Yeah.
doing something.
It takes a while, but you're getting leads, and we'll roll on back to you when we go to Ariana. Congratulate you! You've bought a ticket into that scene.
Nice.
A ticket.
Oh no!
All
And
right,
hey, because of the way I did it, I may have also brought some friends along.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
no!
So, O'Malley, now on to you.
Well, you know, O'Malley's gonna. He wakes up early in the morning. He's about to do to them.
He wakes up in the morning feeling like P.
Yeah.
Diddy.
But yeah, he's like, and as he wakes up, he goes to the window, looks out, and just says out loud, "Yes, with Ariana's gone, Vigor is distraught. They're not together. I think today is the day that the name O'Malley will be known as the true ruler of this gang." And he turns around to check
Oh no.
on Milkshake. Oh, Milkshake.
Good morning, O'Malley.
Good morning, dear.
You know, I feel like if we want to ditch this whole crime business, we could always start a bed and breakfast.
We could. But, I don't want to ditch it. I feel today we should take our place as the true heads of this business. No more Ariana. No more Vigor. What do you say?
I
You
said
sure
no more
about
Victor.
I am very sure. This is my dream. You want me to be happy, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Besides, all it will just do is you hypnotizing some dudes, eight people that want to join me. It's a win-win for you. Get food.
I suppose. Well,
Let's go to the Lonely Pigeon then.
let's take a stroll.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there anything unusual with her today?
She seemed a little she's not as gung ho about killing people as she usually is.
What's the matter?
She ate someone with a conscience.
No, you
In
know,
Parabone?
I know.
I just feel like maybe you're shaking the pot a little early.
What do you mean, little early?
Well, you don't know what's going on with Ariana and Vigor. What if they come back at an inopportune moment?
Oh, then we too can take care of them. They're weak compared to us.
Compared to us, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I was foolish to worry. Well, let's go talk to the lonely. Let's go to the lonely pigeons, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So O'Malley, doing his thinking he's fucking cool and everything. He walks up to the two guards and he said, Actually, did we ever give them the names?
No, they never got names.
Guard 1, Guard 2.
I didn't assume it was always the same guards. I assumed there was
I
a
always
bit of a
assumed it was-
rotation.
I always assumed it was the same guards.
They look at you. It's like, what's up?
Yeah, I need to get in.
No, you don't.
Business. Yes, I do.
We've been explicitly told that without your handlers, you're not allowed down there.
Oh, I don't need a handler.
We've been told you do.
Well, that's wrong.
Who's what? Ortega's wrong?
Yeah. He's wrong. Very wrong.
I don't know how long you've been in the business, kid, but Ortega's been in it longer than you have, and I'm going to have to trust Ortega over you.
That's a pity. And O'Malley steps to the side so, Milkshake can do her shimmering thing.
Yeah, she starts to shimmer and just says, "Oh, come on. He's part of the administration, the same as the other two. You may as well let us down." And the two just kind of are basically salivate for a bit before just wordlessly stepping aside.
No, Milkshake's a problem. We need to get rid of her.
But yeah, O'Malley just goes, "Thank you." And he goes,
Milkshake is just a crutch so that O'Malley can get away with stuff despite being, like, endlessly, incompetent.
Are you just realizing this now? I caught on to that like 5 sessions ago.
So yeah, you head on down. It's just Davros down there.
"Oh, Davros.
Hey, you're not allowed down here.
Am I not?" O'Malley says as he jumps into a chair.
No, you're not.
I think we should change that.
Why?
Because honestly, Ariana and Vigor, they wouldn't have gotten here without me.
What did you contribute?
Everything, really.
Name
Without
something specific.
Without me, they would have never encountered Renchak. They wouldn't have gotten to this nice gain.
Okay, hold on. You're
Oh,
the
no.
reason they encountered Renchaks?
Yeah.
That is... Huh. I guess you are the reason. Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. It is how this started. You're right.
Yeah, and let's just say that I've played long enough. I want my dues. I want everything for myself.
In fact, I was there. You're right, because this started by Renshak's duping you.
You better choose your words carefully, boy.
Seriously, just call me boy?
Yes, boy.
This is where I live, right? You're basically in my house.
I know. But it's my house now, too.
Davros just sighs. The fuck do you want?
Everything. I want this organization on a platter.
Yeah. And I want a golden toilet.
That's a weird request to want.
Can't always get what you want. Some things are out of reach.
Well, not for me, O'Malley says as he nods to Milkshake to do her shimmering.
Milkshake leans over and just says, "Just talk to him, will ya?"
Okay, Mal Davros. Here's the thing. My girlfriend here, she's a slime. She's super powerful. She's way more powerful than any of you else. Just make me boss. I will let you go do your day-to-day activities.
Make you boss? Wait. Why?
Because I said so.
You're not even trying to be, like, even remotely manipulative. I mean, just give it to me, random thug. Agree that I'm boss.
Or else what?
Oh, okay. Let's take it in another direction so you understand. You by now clearly realize that Ariana isn't, well, let's say, stable.
Meanwhile,
She's-
O'Malley just looks so on top of
Alright.
things and clever.
he like massages his forehead. Like he seems like he has a bit of a headache. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you don't know about her past. And how she constantly communes with dark powers and stuff.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
I'm just saying, do you really think she is trustworthy?
I'm just gonna say,
I don't think
Neo,
anyone's trustworthy, kid.
Neo, wait, this conversation has gone on so strangely long to get nowhere that I feel
Yeah.
like Vigor and Ariana should be allowed to walk in having already made up. It's like the whole of that just happens in between, like, O'Malley, like, make me boss. Why? Because why?
This is the equivalent of someone like they get their car stuck in the mud and they just hold down the gas, staring forward.
Ah. O'Malley says, Milkshake, let's
So-
just ignore this.
Roll charisma.
Oh man, that's my good stat. That's a 7. That's not good.
So, Davros looks at you and just says, "Let me sleep on it," and then and then he goes out cold.
Huh.
Yeah, he's passed out. He's passed out.
Oh
on the
no,
table.
they're gonna fucking eat Davros.
Oh.
He's passed out on the table.
That
like,
all
full
just
on.
tells me that Swede wasn't thinking of that until you said, "Oh
Oh,
no."
no.
He's
No,
gonna...
I was thinking that. I was
just,
thinking.
yeah, he just his words were starting to slur. He looked like he had a headache, and now he's just passed out on the table.
Well, that didn't go well.
Oh, hang on, one sec. Can you keep
So what do
going?
you do now?
I hope Davros is still alive when I get back.
Hey, Milkshake.
Milkshake isn't in the room.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
Yeah, Amalia says Milkshake and just looks around. Where did she go? Oh well, I'm gonna take this opportunity. He's gonna break into Renchak's former office.
Ooh. All right. Roll Dex.
Oh no.
All right. Well then, that's we'll cut back to you.
O'Malley tries as he stumbles.
I just know that just means it's gonna take a long time, which is perfect.
Well, O'Malley's cup takeover isn't as glorious as I imagined. Honestly, it's fitting.
Do you think we'll ever find out what Sonic's last name is?
The hedgehog.
Yeah, it's Hedgehog.
But like other characters have like Amy Rose, Miles Prower, you know, like
Knuckles Echidna.
Echidna.
well, Knuckles. If I can believe that Knuckles wouldn't have one, seeing as he's been like a hermit on an island and is clearly like living off the grid. But Sonic
So does Sonic.
theoretically could. I don't know.
How
We
did I
don't
come
really
back to
know
this?
how off the grid Sonic
Yeah.
lives. Snake, do you think we'll ever find out Sonic's last name, or do you think he doesn't even have one?
His last name is Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Like, his-
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
it's Sonic, middle name there.
The
Last
only
name Hedgehog.
the only animals who have names are Amy and Tails. Cream,
two of the
Cream
most
the Rabbit,
commonly.
Shadow the Hedgehog, Rouge
See,
the Bat.
Shadow. No, okay. Shadow was
Silver,
also like created
Blaze.
in a lab. It's very believable that that Shadow may not have a last name.
Silver,
If,
Blaze.
But if Shadow does have a last name, then it would surely be Robotnik.
Let's move on, huh?
And
you
just because we don't know other, like, we do know that last names is like a thing that
Okay.
animal people have in the lore.
Okay. We're moving on to Ariana. Because so Snake, what you missed is that after Davros passed out, Milkshake was gone. And
Oh.
O'Malley tried to break into Renchax's office, but he rolled a 5, so it's going to be taking a while.
Okay.
Which is great for the narrative. Let's be honest. So
Yes. It should
concurrently,
take,
while
like,
that was happening,
weeks long.
Ariana,
Oh no.
last night you went to a Slug Love Den,
Mm-hmm.
and just did Slug Love until you passed out.
Basically.
So the effects of Slug Love, basically it's kind of like opium, but in large doses it has a sort of slow-mo effect, where time just kind of slows and
Dread 3D. I love that movie.
yeah. And so when you come to, you're in a white room, and things are still pretty slow. You hear a sort of faded voice calling your name. What do you do?
Okay. Very slowly turn my head towards the voice.
It's just sort of a blur there.
Oh.
You
Don't
feel
really say anything, just sort of stare, yeah.
feel pressure on your abdomen.
That's not good. Look down at my abdomen.
Someone has their hands on it and are pushing down.
Try and push their hands away.
Ooh, all right. Roll wisdom. All right. So, when you push their hands away, you're sort of doing it. How strongly do you push their hands away?
Probably not super hard. Just sort of like more like swatting, brushing. Not not
Right.
gently, but not like shoving them. Just sort of like
All right. So yeah, you push them away.
like
and,
you would push it with the strength you would push a cat off your chest.
yeah, the voice becomes clearer. You just hear Ariana, Ariana, Ariana,
Oh,
and
God.
your vision is becoming a lot clearer. Time's slowly getting back to normal.
What should my HP be, by the way?
Set it. Roll a. Let's see. That's a good question. You failed the con roll entirely. But that was more so you could narratively be in my hands. So I guess what we'll do is we'll roll. We'll roll con again. All right. I'll have you roll your damage against yourself.
Gotcha.
Just 2.
Okay. Did I also heal though, or do I not get to heal?
No, you don't get to
Okay.
heal.
Yeah.
And that 2 was ignoring armor, just so that it actually
Yeah.
does. All right. So, when time speeds up, you see that you're in a sort of dingy white panel room, and next to you.
Do I mark any abilities actually?
Let's see. And look at what there is. Yeah, mark weak and confused.
Gotcha. All right.
When time speeds up, your vision gets unblurred. You see 2 people in the room with you.
Nice.
One is an orc doctor, who you might recognize as the one that
A
dealt with
dorkter?
the orc doctor, the one who dealt
The
with
dorkter.
O'Malley. It's the one who dealt with O'Malley.
Yeah, the dorkter.
Hell yeah. And Lilia.
Of course. Ariana just sort of like, as soon as she can see Lilia, just, oh god, and just like rolls her eyes back, tries to roll over in the other direction.
Ariana, what happened?
Every time.
Every time? What happens? What happens every time?
Is this just what you like do? Like follow me around?
What are you talking about?
How many times have we been here, Lilia?
This exact situation?
Ariana is either going to
Oh.
go back to sleep or or pretend to be asleep again.
Oh no, she's out again. Ah. She just kind of slumps back in her chair. Mm. Oh. I thought it was just the alcohol. I didn't know she was going back to doing the slug love again. And she's just kind of clawing at her own face.
Ariana tries to fall back asleep. Doesn't have the patience to do with Lilia.
Well, don't you have addiction medicine, Doc? Can't you flush that out? Can't you cure that? Can't you get rid of that? Can't you go into her mind or something? And the Doc just kind of goes, yeah, I don't know what kind of operation you think I run, kid. So yeah, you just try to fall back asleep.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Roll wisdom. You're kind of restless, but you do manage to zone them out.
Gotcha.
What do you try to think of instead?
Nothing, basically.
Right.
Tries to be very sort of meditative, just like not think.
Right. All right. So yeah, you just managed to zone both of them out. She's just sort of like being, just sort of, talking to the doctor about, various crackpot theories about how you can be fixed, how addiction can be cured, and all that. So let's say after, let's say a few hours, let's say like an hour or so passes. Vigor. You learned that Ariana was, someone who looked like Ariana, and there aren't many people who look like Ariana, was carted off to out of a drug den to the doctor's office, right parallel to the old exploded bar.
Oh, okay. For the sake of introducing my hireling, I'm not gonna bring him like into the fucking room, but essentially like whoever that hireling is gonna wind up being, if he's the one who reports that to me, I'm like, right,
Yeah.
Right, come with me then.
Yeah, boss. All right.
We're gonna have to start fleshing this lad out at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now though, he's just lad.
Maybe that could be a good nickname for him, just lad.
Hell yeah.
Well, have a name, boss.
All right, so yeah, he follows you.
Nice.
Let's see.
When we arrive at the doc's office, I just kind of post him outside.
Gotcha.
Outside the front door of the office, not like, outside the room or anything like that.
All right. So outside the building.
Yeah, just in case there's anyone like.
So yeah,
in case there's any trouble was stirred, he can warn me about it quicker.
Right. Well, when you enter in the waiting room, that same secretary from all that time is still there, just kind of reading a pamphlet. There, several, people just kind of waiting in the line.
Oh, hello, dear.
I walk past the line.
Hey, what are you doing?
Visiting a patient.
Which patient?
Ariana.
Oh yeah, the spider. Oh, you were here once, weren't you?
Yep. We got
dead?
someone treatment we probably shouldn't have.
Is the rat person dead?
Maybe. I haven't seen him all night.
Oh. Well, good luck, and motions for you to pass on through.
Vigor doesn't have object permanence. If he doesn't, if the moment someone's left, they could just be dead, like instantly. So,
All right.
Well, then surely with Davros, is Ariana dead? I don't know. She's not here.
Yeah, he says. So yeah, she motions you to go to they're in the intensive care unit.
okay, Vigor heads. Are these like? Oh, is it like a ward, or are they separated rooms?
It's a separated rooms, but there's the intensive care unit is at the end of the hall.
Okay.
It's in, yeah, it looks way more paid attention to. There's more care put into that room.
Yeah, Vigor heads into the room.
So yeah, you head in. You see that orc doctor just basically patting. Basically, at this point, you see Lilia sobbing in her chair, and you just see orc doctor very awkwardly patting her on the head.
Yeah, Ariana is like rolled on her side, facing away from Lilia, sort of curled up a bit.
Vigor just kind of like calls over as he enters, like, "She all right?"
Lilia immediately looks up and just says, Vigor! Oh my god, thank god you're here! And she runs forward. Actually, she trips and her head rolls off.
Oh,
Boink.
I pick that up and return that to her.
Yeah, her head. Yeah, she keeps talking like that never happened. Like, oh my god, you have no idea. It was so scary, so scary. Oh my god, she almost died. If I weren't in that den doing work, not that I try to do that anymore.
It's all right. You did good. She's fine. She's alive thanks to you. That's going to annoy Ariana if she's awake enough to hear that.
Yeah, I'll ask Neo. Am I awake?
You're
That's
meditating. So yeah, you're meditating. So I mean, you can choose to hear that.
Okay. No, I don't know if I. You know what? Let me roll a.
Aware of him entering the room.
I didn't. Okay, wait. Is one awake or
That's up to
into a
you.
sleep?
You're the one who was
I should have
defining
figured
that.
that out before
Yeah.
I flip.
Yeah, you should have.
I
I guess
don't know.
you're just gonna have to flip again.
I'll say you're awake,
Okay.
but you've been awake, but you've been zoning out. But
Yeah, Ariana like immediately upon hearing Vigor, not seeing him, immediately like curls up a bit more, and then just hearing like she's alive because you.
yeah, Lilia that just kind of starts tearing up again and just says, "Take care of her, please. You're one of the one of the only ones I trust anymore."
Oh.
And you just kind of put the head
Vigor has
back
no
on.
response. He just thinks that's kind of tragic.
Yeah, the doc just kind of.
Is this the start of a Lilia Vigor romance? Once-
Yeah, the doc just sets her body up straight and just says, "Yeah, she's an anxious one."
Yeah, work that one out.
Yeah, Lilia just kind of goes back to burying her head in her knees.
Wait, is her head attached right now or not?
Yeah, they put it back on.
This may sound cruel, Doc, Lilia, but when she wakes up, there's some business that needs private discussion. Nothing too heavy. Nothing heavier than yesterday.
What happened yesterday?
Argument.
Argument. Oh, all right. I getcha. Yep, I see this all the time.
Mm.
He just very casually picks up Lilia and just kind of walks out the door.
Alright. Not what I was expecting. So yeah, Vigor just kind of he doesn't wake Ariana or doesn't try to wake her. He just kind of now he basically takes Lilia's place, same bedside chair or whatever, and just waits.
Wait, so do the doctor and Lilia, they do leave the room though?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Once they do, Ariana curls up and not quite sits up, but curls up in a somewhat less laying down position, but still facing the opposite direction. Just
All right.
what do you want?
I want to apologize, first of all. I went too far yesterday. And no, you're right. That clay, can't just be ignored. It can't just be done away with. And you're right that we should be the ones handling it. It's just me who doesn't want to touch it, but I can't make everyone else in the gang not. I'd be insane. I'd be the first one on the chopping block if I tried it. So no,
Ariana,
you did the right thing.
Yeah, Ariana does actually look over her shoulder at that and make eye contact, but before speaking, just turns back to be looking away, and she sort of laughs. No, I think you were right. The clay needs to be dealt with, but I'm not the one to do it. I can't be trusted with it.
If you know you can't be trusted with it, then maybe if you know that yourself, then maybe you're the best one to do so. That clay, you're right about it. It does exist. It's the reason that how Renshak was dealt with went down the way it did. So no, the mere fact it exists means it was our problem from moment one. All right, you've been concerning me lately, but you've always had a drive in you. But before we had this gang, you were cautious. But the moment we took it, that caution went somewhere. I don't know where it went, but the world hasn't rolled over just because Renshaks did. We're actually in more danger now than we were before that. If you realize that, I can trust you again. That's it.
The moment I got power, I ruined everything.
You haven't. We're not at the point of ruin yet. We're way before that point because I'm the only one who was thinking that way. Davros, Ortega. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you to try not to kill the lizard man if you can. I'm sorry, I forgot the lizard man's name. That's gonna ruin.
Ugaku.
Yeah. If you just say, don't quite just pull Ugaku in a bit, but not kill him, then yeah. But no, we are far. Don't. It's not ruined yet. It's only in your head that it's ruined. We're nowhere near that point yet.
And then what?
And then what? We'll take it a step at a time. Figure out what to do next. Because yeah, in fact, I actually got a present for us. Well, for you. I'm the one running it, so I'll take the responsibility of it. But could be helpful.
Yeah, that Ariana does sort of actually sit up in her bed and turn to look at Vigor. I don't know, like a hospital gown or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now I'm going to close my window. Still a bit of a heat wave, but nowhere near as bad as it used to be. I'll be waiting out. Actually, that's the thing.
What did you get?
You'll see. Are you able to walk, or are you still not feeling it?
I don't know. I'll ask the GM that.
You're a little bit, a little bit shaky, but you can certainly walk.
And Ariana sort of shrugs. I don't know. If I take it slow, maybe.
That's fine. So Vigor heads outside, lets her get up, get dressed and ready to go whenever she wants. Vigor's just waiting around.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Ariana takes her sweet time getting up.
So I will say, Ariana, you're in a hospital gown. Around the room, you do see a bunch. So your webbing got clothes got really tattered. But you look at the wall and you see it's kind of been amateurishly stitched together into clothes again, with a just note sticking out of it saying "Get well soon," spelled poorly by Lilia.
Ariana can't read it, but he recognizes Lilia's handwriting. Yeah, Ariana, she sits in bed for a long time, probably 30, 40 minutes before getting up and, shakily, getting dressed.
That's what there you go.
So, what are we naming my hireling for now? Should we just go with Lad?
Yeah, Lad can be the nickname, but, let's have some interest. Let's do
Let's
something
go to
interesting.
Emily's name generator.
Oh, shit. No, see, I was thinking. Let's roll a d6.
Alrighty. Why did I just type D6? It's been a while.
D6.
It-
Vigor's just like walks out the room and just thinks
He
to
just
himself.
throws a dice on the floor.
D6.
3.
3. All right. That is dwarf.
Nice. Okay, lad is a dwarf. Oh, we probably shouldn't call him lad then. We need a dwarf name. Yeah. Actually, lad is a
Rocco.
fine name for
Lad.
a dwarf. It's lad, but it's spelled LHAD.
Wad. I like that.
Lahad.
Wad. Let's see what our friend Emily has to say. Emily says Nebril or Gottel or Nugrat. I like Nugrat.
I
Yeah.
like Nugrat.
Is that a first name?
Yeah, it's a first name is Nugrat.
Nugrat lad. Nugrat the lad. And then a last name? Do we got a last name?
Let's see. Nugrat. Nugrat Leadtoe.
Oh, yeah. Man, Leadtoe should be his nickname. Fuck. Yeah. Oh well. Nugrat the lad Leadtoe.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so yeah. When Ariana's good to go, like, yeah. We're walking quite slow, but I do lead her out, and
Actually, when Ariana like comes out, she crawls out. She's more stable crawling than walking.
Alright. So yeah, but we head outside, and I then nod to Nugrat the lad Leadtoe. To the lad. Alright, we're going.
Alright, boss, let's head out. Leading toward the club?
Yeah, so I take her to lead Ariana basically to the fight club.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine they have more than one location, or at least Vigor's trying to set it up so they will, but for now, yeah. So, we head over there.
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
Ariana like tries to stick more to like walls when she can, but like if not, just crawling on the ground.
I guess she doesn't, like, immediately question the lad following us around.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, she eyes him at first, but just is trusting Vigor to have somewhere he's going with this.
Yeah. So I lead you. So Neo, what's the scene like when we arrive? Because it's it's early in the day, but I imagine the fighters are getting ready and they're
Yeah. It's sort of a smoky room. People are punching bags. So sort of like a gym club.
okay.
A boxing club basically is what they've sort of carved
People
out.
jump
from
in
an old-
rope.
Yeah, it's kind of carved out from like an old abandoned storefront in the Bombshell district.
So I show Ariana around. I'm like, right. So, bit of an apology gift. Wasn't as I intended it last night, but to be honest, but it will do. I hope. This, we own this now. This fight club is under the gang. I'll deal with the administration, with the old boss. Try and get it set up, get a bit of a cash flow going, and provides us a bit of muscle in case we ever need it.
Nice. Oh yeah, Ariana's just sort of like looking around, sort of like some pretty in awe, like someone's like just like really sort of stunned. Just, you got this?
Yep. The while that orc whose arm I destroyed may not be so receptive, he is in this fight club. I haven't spoken to him yet. I'll try and get him to see eye to eye on it, but well, his manager and the manager of this, he was pretty receptive to getting into the fold. I just promised him it will go a bit both ways. I'll get him some new locations, get him some fighters from the Lonely Pigeon, look for anyone who's willing to do a meal, train a few lads up, and get a pretty good operation going.
So let's see who. We should see. Do you want to know? Let's see if we can determine who the top fighter is here.
Let's make a chart. Let's make.
I'm gonna say. Ooh, you know what?
Mhm.
Your top fighter.
His
Let's
name
see.
should be Sheena.
What were their what were the tags again on the Fight Club?
The tags on the Fight Club. So, the ones I have are many in number / skillful and elite fighters.
Skillful
Choose-
and elite.
Choose a place they typically gather in arenas / the streets, and 2 reasons they fight: money / the thrill.
So many in numbers, skillful and elite, and then also the thrill. All right, okay.
I
I'm
think
gonna
this
say-
should be their senpai.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say your top fighter. There's some. Damn. That's no.
Why
Their
not?
top fighter is a Minotaur.
Oh wow,
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
big natural advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, you heard you were recruiting skilled fighters to join the club for the people who just want to fight for the thrill of it, for the glory. Yeah, that attracted a Minotaur.
So, does this place have like an office or just like some backroom kind of thing?
Yeah, there's a back room.
Okay, so Vigor like leads Ariana there after showing that, and then says, "So yeah, well, I'm heading that now. You're my boss, so technically it belongs to you, but I'll take the overseeing of it for the meanwhile."
No, this is really good, Vigor.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't want to dwell on yesterday too much, but I did fuck up yesterday, and was it Davros gave you that shell, that conch?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so here's what you're gonna tell him. And I'm saying this as a friend and an underling advising you, but you tell him that we were going through a swamp yesterday, there was rough waters, things got out of hand, it fell off, and I found it and then maybe thought it was just some detritus or something weird and tossed it over. Didn't think what it was. You told me that it was valuable, it was yours, and I've offered to take a hit out of my cut until reparations are made. You can give that to pay off Davros. I don't know how valuable it was, but there you go. So, as far as Davros knows, I never figured out what that shell was. I knew it was from him to you, but didn't know any purpose beyond that. And I'm willing to make reparations there. As for the clay, you tell Davros you spoke to me, and basically what I told you earlier on is that I don't want anything to do with it, but the gang can touch it. It's just I will not be dealing with the business of it. If it gets in someone else's hands and they want me to go and bust heads to stop that, that's as close as I'll get to this stuff.
Ariana sort of nods at that. Thank you, Vigor.
And
Thank you.
there is one last thing I'm going to ask for.
Yeah?
How do those contracts work?
Oh, what, like the magic ceiling thing I had?
Yeah, like, how does that actually work?
So, like, just if we have a contract, like, just any contract when it's signed, I can put a seal on it, and then, if it gets broken, I'll know about it. It doesn't stop people from breaking it or anything. It's not like a blood seal. It just lets me know if people break it.
Can you make it so that someone else would know if it was broken, or would it just only be you?
I'll have to ask Neo that. It's not technically in the rules for how it works.
You have
But...
to ask Neo that, says Ariana.
Yeah.
Ask Neo. He knows what's up.
I don't know. Will you let us do that?
Sure.
Alright, yeah. I think I might be able to do that.
Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Sign a contract with me right now that no clay dolls of me will be made. And the moment that you know about it, you'll tell me instantly.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Now,
No, of course.
I'm being a piece of shit with this deal because it's impossible for Ariana to tell me instantly. So literally, the moment she sees one, she can't tell me that instantly.
Right.
So it's immediately broken and figure.
Well, unless I become the beguiler.
Well, that, I guess, but it's also just the fact that it's not like
Yeah.
So therefore, Ariana is blameless in like breaking his thing. It's just literally impossible to keep up if there's any distance.
Yeah.
Well, you can just change the wording to tell me as soon as you can.
No, we don't want that.
Yeah,
though,
no,
'cause-
instantly is
Oh.
the. Yeah, I want it to be instantly. So the instant she sees one, she can't tell me about it instantly. So it's immediately broken upon seeing one.
Yeah.
Vigor became a fucking lawyer last night.
Way to go.
Yeah, sure. Get it written up.
Yeah, so Vigor like produces a pen and a quill, paper and a quill, and like writes up the contract to that thing. It's like, and signs, and if Ariana can do the spell.
Actually, in the meantime, though, Ariana is... Actually, no, we'll do this first. But as soon as it's over. I have one other thing I want to try.
I'll roll the spell.
Unfortunately, I am confused. So, alright, I'm gonna try and make this work. Ariana has, like, Vigor, like, I don't know, she does a little cut on Vigor's hand, like, puts a drop on the paper, and, like, has him, like, hold her hand as she puts her other hand over the paper and, closes her eyes. Let's see if this works. That's good enough. We'll say it's revoked until my next communion.
Her hair does the Ghibli thing.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Snake, how
Alright.
many Ghibli movies have you actually seen?
One.
Which one?
What's the World War II movie? I can't remember the
Wait,
name.
fucking... Well, there are two, but I'm assuming Grave of the Fireflies?
That's the one I've seen.
Wow. You've never seen a Hayao Miyazaki movie?
No.
Crazy. Crazy. Anyways.
But yeah, so figure like I mean, once the contract's signed, do I keep the paper on me?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, Vigor just puts that in his pocket.
Yeah,
Alright.
Ariana's like, it doesn't really matter, You
I
can
don't
put it
know.
wherever you want.
I don't know. Probably better I keep it on me than just that weird bit of paper lying around. But yeah, I am sorry about yesterday. Overreacted. Done some damage. But you do need to rein things in a little.
I'm sorry about everything.
Don't be. Alright, Vigor, yeah.
Ariana, at don't be, Ariana sort of frowns at that and looks down at her own hand. See, no, this works. Now Vigor's just set Ariana down this path all on her own.
Hell yeah.
Anyways, she does say...
I wonder what that means, especially because the words before that was, you have to rein it in a little.
Yeah, no, Ariana has a... She's going in some directions now. But she does say, before, we, like, take a massive cut in pay, gonna try and summon monster.
What is her outfit right now, by the way?
Whatever I was wearing, I guess. That's been...
So it's the thing Lily has stitched together?
Yeah.
Alright, gotcha.
You don't have to take a cut in pay. I just offered my pay to get off
Gonna
the comp.
try and summon monster.
Do it.
Hopefully. Oh no.
No, you whiff hard. Whiffed.
Yeah, Ariana sort of tries to focus. Like smoke starts to rise from her hand, but her hand like essentially just shakes. Then like basically magic explodes from her hand. Some black smoke like bursts out. She coughs some, maybe coughs up a bit of blood. And Ariana just sort of like, probably gets knocked to her knees and then just sort of like sighs and wipes her hand off on the ground.
You okay?
No, but all that didn't work.
Oh. Vigor like helps her up, and then I'm gonna go and find the manager of the Fight Club.
The
Yeah.
manager. That could be Kaji-kun.
No, it's that promoter guy.
Oh,
Yeah, the
sorry.
promoter.
Yeah,
Does he look like Kaji-kun? That's how I'm
No,
picturing
he
him.
doesn't.
What's the promo? Oh, we don't have to. We don't have to go for a million names. Probius. I should probably start writing these down. I am.
Probius is the Minotaur. Yeah.
Put in Fight Club. So, the Minotaur, Probius, Hireling, Nugrat, the Lad, Leadtoe. What's the promoter's name?
Let's see. We're gonna say his name is Ainsley.
Nice.
Ainsley.
Ainsley.
Alright, well, there's only one mental image I can have of him now. And he's just grinning at me.
Yeah. He's got a bandage over his head still.
Ainsley.
Yeah?
So, come. I'm heading down to the Lonely Pigeon. If you come with me, we can officiate.
That makes sense. Alright, I'll come with you. Alright, so you're headed down to the Lonely Pigeons then.
I'm bringing Ainsley and the lad.
Alright. Just for you just strolling. Staying alive playing. Alright, this is good. So, as you approach the Lonely Pigeons, Milkshake drops down in front of you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hello?
Listen,
Hello?
O'Malley's getting too big for his britches. You really need to take him down a peg.
Vigor is like stunned, like that's coming from you. What? Okay, what's he done?
Well, he's downstairs right now. Davros is currently unconscious, and he's trying to break into Renshax's old office.
Tell you what, Ainsley, head back to the... Ainsley, lad, head back to the Fight Club.
Oh, alright.
We'll...
Yeah,
sorry about dragging you out. We'll do this later.
They just shrug and, like, head off. Probably to just go fucking smoke something, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to drag the lad into an immediately possibly lethal situation. I don't want to drag either of them into business this bad. Yeah, Vigor heads in.
Yeah, she's kind of like walking with you. I apologize. He really has gotten far too confident. It's just no use to me like this.
Yeah. When we last talked about what you wanted, and you just said to see as far as you could go, how far you could go. Is that still the goal?
I mean, pretty, in a sense. But, let's focus on the here and now. Just,
This is the here and now. Thought you would do everything he said.
I want, doing that gives me a certain power, gives me a certain, means at an end. He's a means to an end, but now that he's confident and not quite so desperate, it just doesn't do anything for me anymore. And then, she, wow. the sort of people around are just kind of all. You notice everyone in the Lonely Pigeons who could possibly be listening in on this, including the guards at the end of the hall, they're all just kind of very silent, sort of drooling even. Are
they all right, Milkshake?
Huh? Oh yeah. They're just taking a nap. So please don't. I would prefer if you didn't kill him, but you humiliate him a bit. And she opens the door for you.
What's the scene?
Yeah, when we head downstairs.
So when you head downstairs...
I do ask Milkshake to stay outside, but I don't do it in a cruel way. I do it in, do you mind staying upstairs?
Oh, yes, of course.
Alright, thank you.
So, downstairs, in the office, Davros is currently out cold on the, he was sitting in his chair, slumped, he's sort of slumped over the table now. His torso slumped over the table, it's just sort of out cold. And O'Malley, I'm assuming right now, has gotten through a few of the locks and is currently on like the last lock, like sort of very he's sweating, just kind of very roughly dealing with this last lock to get in.
I've been like doing most of the stuff this game, but can I do one last thing just before
Please.
like controlling the scene? So that antique shotgun, that shotgun
Okay.
that we had, I'm not gonna shoot O'Malley in the back, don't worry, that's not where I'm going with this. But is that in the room? Like the shotgun we got?
Sure.